What is up, my veggies? My name is BTR, and welcome back to another movie review. And today we are finally reviewing the Super Mario Galaxy movie. And yeah, I decided to pull out my power up band for this, and it just made sense. It's one of the only bets of Mario merchandise I have. So, so I also was when I went and saw the movie. So first things first, let's do like we normally do, and we'll read the synopsis for the film. Mario, Luigi, and Princess Peach embark on an adventure across the galaxy. That is literally just the um, description of the film on Rotten Tomatoes. Huh. Okay, so going into this movie, I had pretty decent expectations. Like, granted, I don't think I've ever really played Mario Galaxy, so like I guess my expectations on it may have been a little bit lower than like someone who has like played that game, but I do know that it is like one of um the best Mario games. Some people consider the best Mario games, at least one of the best 3D Mario games ever made. And people love Mario Galaxy and Mario Galaxy 2. People love that game. And from what I know, from what people have said, this is not a great Mario Galaxy movie. And looking into more in Mario Galaxy, yeah, they're kind of right. But man, I had fun with this movie. I had a lot of fun with it. Like first off, the animation is beautiful. I actually saw this movie twice in theaters, and I had a lot of fun with it. Um, the animation beautiful. Like Illumination has this world down. Like and and I just had a lot of fun. Can you feel the illuminationness of this movie? At some points, yes. There are like these little robots at one point that are in the movie that are clearly meant to look like minions. And I'm like, oh, see what y'all did there. But one thing I really like, I like seeing Mario and Luigi being able to spend a lot more screen time together. Getting to see the little bit of like a crush that Mario has on Peach is cute and everything. Yoshi is a lot of fun and everything. Seeing some references is fun. But yes, as a movie, this is obviously not a this is obviously not a big like good movie. I like you. Like on paper, like looking at this is not a quote unquote good movie as most people would say. But man, I had like it's got some plot issues. It does feel like it's got a little bit of just overall not much structure to it and everything. It does going from set piece to set piece even more than the first movie did, and it doesn't even first movie just seemed a little more. When I first saw the movie, I was like, "Oh, this one felt more like a cohesive movie to me." When I first saw it, and after having rewatched it twice, after that, and I don't 100% agree with that anymore. It's got a lot of issues and everything, but I still can't say I hated this movie. I had fun with it. I think Rosalina definitely probably should have had more to do. I do like the actual a bit of changes they make to make this kind of its own thing. I do like that, like the whole Peach and spoilers. By the way, the movie's not for a while though. Uh, Peach and Rosalina being sisters. I like that. I like the little bit of stuff with like the theme of family and everything, which it does the best with Bowser and Bowser Jr. Um, but like the thing is, the movie Bowser is probably one of my biggest gripes with the movie. Is how his like motivation change and how he feels about certain situations change. Um, it really made you feel like Bowser's feels one way, and he's like, "Oh, so that's gonna be his dynamic throughout the movie." Oh no, we're going back to how he was in the first film. Okay, so So it feels like they try to do like some character growth development with them, and they don't really commit to it. Bowser Jr. is fine. I think it's all right. I do think a lot of people say they think Donkey Kong is kind of missed in this movie. It has a little cameo, but he's not really in the movie. I don't really mind that he's not here. Um, but I think overall the how the things are handled. Obviously, this movie being a lot more. There's so much more of the Mushroom Kingdom and everything, and the Mario World we see and everything because like there is no build up to being in the world and everything. We're straight up thrown into it and everything because Mario and Luigi living in this world now and everything. And overall, it is a fun movie and it is a fun time. It was definitely, I believe I did see this in 3D. And oh my goodness, this movie was so beautiful. And it was just overall a fun theatrical experience. And sitting and watching it again at home, I still relatively enjoyed the film. I don't really have a massive issue with this movie. But the fact when it comes to being an adaptation of the Mario Galaxy, that is where it starts to fall flat a little. Like because I do know a little bit more about the game. There's like, and the references thrown in for the sake of being references did not bother me with the first movie, but like also here it didn't bother me as much here either. But like the whole like Mario 2 segment, I feel like you could have cut it out and but like I don't hate that it's here, but you could have cut it out. Um and also the big elephant in the room, was a Fox, Star Fox, Fox McCloud is in this movie. And honestly, I feel they blended him to fit in very well. There's a nice little sequence that like is like a little bit of backstory for him when he first is introduced. And I think it is very nice. Them they did a good job making it like possibly they will do a spin-off in the future movie where it's like a Star Fox movie. I could see them maybe doing that. And also there's a Pikmin appearance in here, and with that man, I feel like they definitely, even though they're not saying anything, there's definitely like something in the talks of some potential type of Smash Bros or crossover stuff in the that they're definitely not wanting to like throw out and say yes we're doing this, but like that wouldn't surprise me if that's like planting the seed to see like how people react. But critics give this movie a 42% on Rotten Tomatoes, which I don't think is really that egregious and everything. But like I said, I still enjoyed the Mario Galaxy movie. Um, audiences give it an 87, and I think I'm more leaning on the audience side with this one because I did enjoy the movie. I do not think it's horrible. I think it is kind of a just take it for what it is kind of movie. Um, but there definitely is some negative drawbacks to the film, and that's because that it doesn't. It's very fast paced. It I think it's slightly better paced than the first film, personally. I know I said earlier that the movie's like a little more. This one, I think it's filmed structure. I don't know. Do I? I kind of enjoy this more than the first. I'm all over the place. I like this movie. I think it's got some issues, and I think there could have been if stuff could have been fleshed out better. I think if you would have actually tried make it a full-on Galaxy movie, but also a lot of people were saying this shouldn't have been a Galaxy movie. This should have been like a different based on a different game, and Galaxy should have been like the third movie. Which yeah, I can kind of get that. I'm very curious what they would do for a third film. I know there's still that Donkey Kong movie in the works. But we'll see. We'll see what but overall I'm gonna go ahead and give the movie a solid 3.5 out of 5. I think it's a solid 3.5 and everything. It's not great. It's just fun. It's just fun and everything. And just yeah. Let me know what you guys think of the movie down in the comments section. Do you guys like it? Did you hate it? Did you think it could have been better? Let me know down in the comments. And I will see each and every one of you guys in the next one. Bye.